Found out that you bad for me. I found out that you had someone.
Hey guys, it's Cam, and today's video is not on this hairstyle at all. But if you want a tutorial on how I did this, let me know in the comments, and hopefully I'll be having a how to cornrow back to basic video coming soon. Hopefully. But today we're going to be focused on flat twisting towards the back of your head instead of towards the front. Again, I'm going to suggest, well, if you haven't watched my last video, I'm going to leave a link. So I think it's over here. I'm going to leave a link to the other tutorial on how to flat twist to the front. So as I said in the last video, I suggest that you start on freshly detangled hair and damp hair as well. So let's get started. I decided to just start with a regular twist. So we're just going to take a section and we're going to have two parts in that section, A and B. So instead of like a regular twist, we're going to put those into the same hand like I just did, and we're going to go in between and reach for A and pull it back and bring B forward. So I'm going to keep doing it, so you guys should practice with me. So put them in the same hand and reach forward and twist. I did this so you guys can get the technique before we actually move on to the twist itself. I'm gonna add another step when we actually do it. And also make sure that you're twisting in the direction that you want your twist to go, so you have the hand movements for that down as well. Okay, so now we're going to start with the real deal, and we're going to make a section with two parts. One section is going to be A, one section is going to be B, and we're going to do what we did, reach for A and pull it back. But this time, instead of putting it in the same hand immediately, we're going to pick up some hair and add it to A. So here you see me using my pointer finger to pick up some hair, and I'm just going to section it off and add it to A. So when you've added the hair, it should look like this. C and A should be on one side and B should be on the other. And now we're going to go in between and pull B backwards and C and A to the other side. So now B should be in the back and C and A should be to the other side. And now we're going to pick up some more hair, add that to B. So when you add the hair, you should have C and A on one side and B and the hair you just added on the other side. Now we're going to reach through, pull C and A back, and B in the hair that we just added forward, and just keep doing that same motion. So the more you do it, the easier it'll get, and you'll also be able to switch up the technique if you don't like this technique. This technique is really easy, especially for a beginner. So once you get used to it, you can start switching up the technique. you're all finished, it should look something like this. You know, it's not the best because I was trying to focus on technique for you guys. Here's where like the best part of the twist is, because I was adding the same amount of hair to every section, so make sure you're keeping that in mind when you're twisting. And this is just me doing it to the side. It's the same technique, so I didn't feel like I had to go through it again. But if you guys needed like a visual example, but if anyone needs me to go in detail, let me know. I will, but it's really just the same technique in a different direction. Again, I was focusing on technique, so it should look something like this when you're finished. Talk about a few tips about flat twisting practice and flat twisting in general. So when practicing flat twisting, I already started off the video by saying you should start on detangled hair and also damp hair. That's probably the easiest hair to do anything on. Or detangled and stretched hair. So stretched hair is usually dry, so detangled and stretched hair is another good thing to do when practicing. Also, it's important to know to keep trying. Like if you don't get it, rewatch the videos, watch other people's videos. It's important to make sure that you get it, not to know that somebody else has it and you can watch. It's important to make sure that you can actually do it. So tips on flat twisting in general: direction of your twist. Know which way you want your twist to go. If you want the twist going backwards, then you want a backwards flat twist. If you want the twist coming forward, you want a forward flat twist. And another thing that goes hand in hand with that is hand positioning. So usually when you twist, your hands are towards the side where the hair is. So if I had hair over here that hasn't been twisted, my hands are usually over here twisting towards the hair. So make sure you keep your hand positioning in mind. It's also important to remember which direction that you're twisting. If you want a front twist, it's important to remember it's important to twist to the front, and if you're twisting to the back, it's important to twist to the back. Or if you're twisting to the side, you have to find a point on your head that you'll remember. So if you're doing it downward, remember that you're twisting towards your ear, and if you're doing it upward, remember that you're twisting towards the rest of your hair that you haven't done. Last but not least, when you're going from flat twist to twist, you may have to pull a little bit tighter to make sure that it remains flat. And it's also important to make sure you twist a couple more times before moving into another direction, because the way it'll look like you started going in a different direction. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. Like, comment, and subscribe. See you next video.